Welcome back, everyone. If you remember, I made a video a while ago with a rice pudding that I baked in the oven. Today, I'm going to be making a much easier rice pudding recipe, going way back with the cookies and cream, one of the original recipes, and making this something that is so simple, you can transport it with you, and I kept it to minimal amount of ingredients, as you can see here, because people have been requesting they want a lower calorie treat, something that doesn't take a lot of ingredients and is real simple to make. You can actually bulk cook this for a couple days if you would prefer. So first things first, what are we going to do to cook rice pudding? Well, we need to cook rice first. What I have is some instant rice I get from my grocery store up in the Northeast called Wegmans. I simply have measured off a half a cup, which is 44 grams. And the first thing you're going to need to do is boil some water. So a half a cup of rice to about 1 cup of water is what you should do. So you simply bring it to a boil, add in your rice, cover with a lid, and that sits for 5 minutes, okay? So while that is sitting, we can continue with what is in the recipe. Well, I have 1 scoop of the cookies and cream Core Performance Whey. In this bowl, the rice is cooking. I have a half a cup or 44 grams. What is optional is the sugar-free, fat-free Jello pudding mix. And again, I use the vanilla because it helps with the cookies and cream flavoring, but it helps with the overall moisture, and it makes it a lot thicker too. So it gives it a good pudding consistency. Just a touch of Splenda to sweeten it up. And last thing I'm going to use is, since I was in Columbus this weekend, I got to visit a Kroger, so I got about 50 Carb Masters. These things are awesome, low calorie. Each 6-ounce yogurt is 1.5 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of protein. So we're going to take our dry, mix it with our wet, as so. And while we wait for the rice to finish cooking, the only thing that we're going to do is, once that rice is done, is put it in a strainer in the sink and just rinse it off and cool it down, because if you added hot rice to a protein pudding or a protein sludge, which I am mixing here, it wouldn't come out too good. So when this finishes in 5 minutes, I'm going to bring back the camera, rinse it off with cold water, and what I'm going to do is I'm basically making my protein pudding with the yogurt here, the protein powder, the Splenda, and the sugar-free, fat-free Jello pudding mix, and I'm just going to mix it together. And honestly, guys, if you ever find those pre-packaged rice puddings in the stores, this is very similar, but this is about 40 grams of carbs, 45 grams of carbs, something like that, 40 grams of protein, and about 4 grams of fat total. So as you can see here, which is just about mixed up, okay? See how thick that is? And all we're going to do is simply drop the rice into there when the timer is done. So I'm just going to cut the camera, leave this as be. When the rice is done, we'll put it. Our timer went off, so that means our rice is done. Take your rice, throw it in the strainer, as so. Try to get all the water out, and if you have to run some cold water and get the remaining rice out, do so. And all I'm going to do is simply take my cold water, rinse it down, okay. Give it a little strain like so. And guys, all we're going to do is transfer the rice into our sludge, which we have already made. Boom. And the last thing we do is mix it all together. And what I suggest is, yeah, you can have this right away if you want, but like overnight oatmeal or like protein pudding in general, the longer it sits in the fridge or maybe overnight, the thicker it's going to be. So depending on the consistency you like of your product, I'm simply just going to take my rice, my protein pudding as so, and just mix it up. And guys, that's it. That's all she wrote. You know, very minimal ingredients, very simple rice pudding recipe, very low fat, a little bit higher in carbs, but again, around 40-45 grams of carbs, just about 35-40 grams of protein, and just trace fats from everything. And you can see the final product. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could add berries, you could add, you know, cereals, things along those lines. So simple. Guys, pick up your Core Performance Whey, pick up your Alpha Amino, pick up your limited edition chocolate chip cookie dough, all your other Cellucor products, Cellucor.com, Bkup20, BKUP20 is your coupon code, saves you 20%, Free shipping on all orders inside the U.S. And guys, keep your eyes out. We got some new things dropping. Core Select little packets of the Core Performance Whey for you to try out various flavors. Should have a new flavor of Alpha Amino out in the works coming here soon. And be sure to keep a lookout for new products. Use the code. Check out the comment box for the directions, macros, and ingredients. Guys, hope you enjoy the recipe.